Order in the court.
Charisma is a spell.
Talk
Charisma is like,
Yeah.
if you can master that, it doesn't matter what your education is. It just matters if I can find my people.
That's it,
And
bro.
I got to talk to them. So,
That's crazy. Charisma is a spell.
yeah.
That's wild, bro.
It's a very powerful spell.
It is too, man. It is. It's one of those things, man, that man, we're going to I'm hoping and praying that our tomorrows are better than our yesterdays, but we're going to have to go through some shit to get there. We're going to have to go through some shit. And this is the shit that we're going through. So we here though. But while this shit's happening, all this stuff is going on, fam. There is beautiful little pockets in it. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
You know what I mean? People coming out for protesting, unifying their beliefs and really standing on what, not just standing on what they believe on, they actually moving in it. And they want you to know this is what I believe. That type of stuff happens from the struggle. You know what I mean? And pressure bust pipes or builds diamonds, man. And people out here. And we out here, and different things to highlight those minorities or those problems, those whatever they is. That's kind of what Bear on Flow is about, bro. And now I think about it, that's kind of what Bear on Flow is, man. It's like, no, we here. You gonna see us, and we're gonna show you what to do. And you know what I'm saying? And we here now. We here now, bro.
Order in the court.
So man, hey, we got Bear on Flow coming up, bro. August 9th. Yo, do you know anything about Bear on Flow?
I heard about it one time last year. I think my sister may have said something about it, but then I didn't attend. I think she did, and I got a cousin that attended, and he told me about it. But still, it's just one of them things. You know, you hear about it in the city. You're like, it's a whole bunch of people getting together.
What did he say about it? What was his experience?
Everybody that even after it happened, I heard a couple other people say great things about it, and still, I didn't realize the big deal it was. Yeah. And then you hit me up, and then I still didn't know I still didn't realize the big deal it was. Yeah. And then I started doing my research, and I was like,
it is crazy, bro. Look. So I get a chance to curate the artist, right? When it comes down to it, my biggest joy is having somebody being a first timer, an artist that maybe is doing the work, but never got the look, never got that good look, you know what I'm saying? Like, or that opportunity to display it to the world, and for them to have that first time doing it, bro. So when I've been following you for years, I knew you for years. I knew you since we was kids. You know what I'm saying? And you was always the guy in school that, like, I would draw and stuff, bro, but when I would see your stuff, I was like, man, that look like it could go in a magazine. So that stuck with me for forever. Like, it still sticks with me till this day. And it was like, oh, okay, there's levels to this. And to see you approaching it like that, bro, it was like, I don't know, man. I was looking for some people, and your name came across, and I said, that's the guy. That's the guy. Because I was seeing some work you was putting up, and I'm like, yo, bro, and your work got you the spot. Like, you really are dedicated to the craft, bro. You know what I'm saying? And now you're going to be live painting at Bear on Flow August 9th in front of 4,500 people usually attend this thing, man. And they get a chance to see how dope you are, and you get a chance to see people appreciate it. That's the shit I do this for, man. Mm-hmm. That's the shit I love. Because, man, when it comes to beer, right, it's a $2, $3, or $4 billion like industry, and we contribute a lot to it, but we don't get the chance to receive, like, we don't get a chance to be a real part of it. We get a chance to purchase it. But now the way the world works, bro, we out here, we making it, and we making the beer labels, we making the businesses, we making the breweries, we making our own brew with our own culture in it, and it's time for us to be highlighted. You know what I'm saying? And we was like, we're bringing you in this thing. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bring the artists in. It's a culture, man. We were talking about, culture before. That's what this is, man. It's the elements. You got art, you got craft, you got beer, you got vendors, and you got some dope-ass black people in this world. And that we're going to highlight all that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For sure, man. So man, how long? So I know I just exposed it, but how long have you been doing art, bro? How did that even start? You know?
It was fun. Funny story. I felt like I always had that eye, even as a young child, but I probably started seeing the shapes and stuff like that, probably around 10 or 11. And I remember the first thing I actually drew was, remember the hip hop Looney
Oh
Tunes?
yeah, man. Bugs Bunny,
Bugs
Taz.
Bunny, Taz.
Yeah.
So I had a pair of Taz underwear.
Yeah. Oh, this
and he was
crazy.
in the hip hop gear, like he's like this.
Yeah.
I don't know what made me do it, but I sat there and I started drawing it. And then when I sat there and looked at it, I'm like, dang, that's pretty good. Let me try it again. And I sat there and drew that. And I probably went on drawing that for like the next year, the whole school year or something like that.
Right.
Because that was the thing that I just wanted to get better at that. So then later on, I always doodled, stuff like that. But then I remember one time in school, we grew up, we didn't have too much money growing up. My mom, single mother, and not much money. Usually, if there were clothes, money being spent for clothes, it was going to my little brother.
Right.
And I would even tell that to my mom, like, don't worry about me. I can rip.
Yeah.
So if anybody want to rip,
you was always a funny dude, bro. Speaking of like knew you forever,
yeah.
you were. I ain't gonna say the class clown.
No, I was the class clown. But at least I was attempting to do that.
No, but you was oh man, there was. I can't remember exactly moments, but I just knew like when you was around, bro, it was funny. There was always something hilarious going on.
Laughter, bro. This the main thing of my life. If I could laugh, or if I could be in situations where I could laugh, I want to be there.
Yeah. I
want to be around that,
Yeah.
But, so little bro was getting the gear. He was getting the shoes or whatever. And to be honest, sometimes I would get hand-me-ups. Because I'll be like, this is kind of this is kind of dope.
How does that even work? Right?
He gets it.
Yeah.
We're both skinny.
Yeah.
And I'm going to try this on just in case I got a date or something like that. So,
got you.
But anyways, so I started drawing on a lot of my clothes. And it's funny because a lot of the things I did back then are almost a staple to what I do today. So what I used to do when I was a child was silhouettes, but I used to do city skylines. I would do the city around my pants. Yeah. I would do it on the shirt. I would go to Kennywood picnics and I would draw my clothes. And that's a big deal.
That was a big Kennywood picnic. That was our Easter Sunday. That was our Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was the red carpet.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to the Grammys. You get out and that's the shit that's on the front
cover.
cover.
Everybody's about to step out.
Yeah.
And what you gonna do? And I was like, I got it. So we're just gonna draw something. And I still would get attention.
Yeah.
And it was just little stuff, man. Just like I would get a t-shirt, Sharpie marker, and
make it fly.
Make it fly, bro.
Make it fly, bro. That's what I mean. Sometimes I think our creativity as artists thrives when we are running off of necessity. Like we're running off of we have to do what we have. And I think even in our culture, right? Even being Black in America, like we weren't always handed, we didn't always have opportunities, but we see what opportunities look like and we created our own version of it. And I think navigating that is how we can create anything and make it dope. We don't have to give it to us. We don't need permission. We don't even need you to give it to us. We'll create it. You know what I mean? It may have been the start of all this. You know what I'm saying? Just Black creators are the best creators in the world to me, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Like, and I think maybe I'm biased. It's okay, but I'll be biased. And I'm all right with that.
Everybody else is biased.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? We got our own shit.
Yeah, I'll be biased too.
We dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, put that in your cup and sip it. Hello. But that's actually pretty dope. You said you was going to the Kennywood picnics. Anybody watching this in the Pittsburgh area know?
You already know. I don't know what camera, but look, you already know. Everybody that know me from school, y'all know how I got down. Yeah. It wasn't the cleanest, it wasn't the most expensive, but I made sure I'm fitting in the right circles with what I bring to the table.
Absolutely.
And it's what I do now. It's the same thing that I do now. When I was doing the stuff back then, it was all silhouette work. Right. And my pen is still okay now.
Right.
But silhouette work is That's where I like to stand.
Yeah. So like, you know what? For those watching, right? Like, I'll be popping up quite a few of your pieces on there. Because if you can explain where you feel like your style, like what genre your style kind of more represents, you know, where you most comfortable, what genre are you most comfortable creating in? Like,
So the first thing I was
a better way to say is, how do you identify your style?
ooh,
Yeah.
we identify my style. My style's bright. It screams, and it tells a story.
Sheesh.
If you're paying attention.
Sheesh. That's heavy. Yeah, that's heavy.
Yeah, it's deep line work because my influence is comic book, anime. It's when I first seen Jack Kirby. He's my main influence. His deep lines, the darkness, the colors, all of that. It's all like Jack Kirby kind of work. So a lot of my stuff, not necessarily based off of Jack Kirby,
Right.
but a lot of my stuff is just based off a comic book look with a flair that I had.
Shoot, man, yeah, because when I see your work, man, it feels like, I mean, you can compete with the best of them and the best of the anime.
What?
Like, no, I seriously believe that, bro. Like, I'm actually shocked that you haven't attempted to create your own anime. Like, you don't have your own series. I could see that in your future.
I'll put it like this. I'm talented, but not necessarily skilled. I can see things as far as shapes, colors, and stuff like that, but I would like to have my skills even better before I would even attempt anything like that. And actually, this whole art world, period, is all new to me just because I don't know how to step into it.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, right? So I've seen you create your whole life, but most people, when they're creating the show. They're creating to show it to the world, right? And I feel like there's two types of artists. There's artists that create for other people to see it, and there's artists that create because they create. That's just what they do. They don't really care to put it out into the world. So I put you in that category because I feel like your work, if somebody was to come and see it and never seen you before, like, oh, he had to be doing this for years. He must be showing, he must be in galleries and so forth. But you just do it because that's what you do. And now the art world is, now you're realizing like, oh, there's a whole community. You're finding us late, but you've been in it the whole time, which is weird to me.
Not even know.
Yeah. But now that you see that it exists and they see you, that's why you're actually here in Barrel and Flow as well. And I think the world about to open up for you. And that's what this event's about. So like, how do you feel about that shit, bro?
Well, there was a time in my life where I stopped doing anything art-wise. Matter of fact, majority of my life has probably been sketches, doodling, and all this, and trying to figure out how to put characters together. I stopped for at least 5 years. I wasn't even doodling. Maybe just tap something here and there. Then all of a sudden, one day, something hit me. There was an exact emotion that I felt at the moment because I was going through something. It was more of an anger. And for maybe a whole summer, I sat there and dedicated myself to sit there and make sure I'm doodling, drawing, whatever, every single day. So I made sure I kept a notepad everywhere I was going. If I was at work, if I was out and about, a notepad or art pad or something. I got markers and pencils on me right now.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go anytime. But so I took that whole summer and I sat there and I did that every single day until one day I had an intention, and in the anger that I had, I put it right on the page. I sat there and worked on it for a week. It was color pencil, marker, stuff like that, and then that piece right there put me in rotation again. Yeah. To understand what I was doing and to finally start. I felt like I was at a point where I could start posting my work.
I appreciate that, because I remember when you started, it was like, yo, he's back. I was like, you know what I mean? I was watching from a distance, bro, but I kept seeing you start clicking these things out, and I'm like, yo, this is, somebody needs to know about this. Yeah. Somebody needs to know about this.
And I'm still low key because I'm an introvert more than anything.
We about to blow your page up right now, bro. We about to blow your page up right now. So it's time.
First and foremost, I'm an introvert, so don't be all like, no.
But I'm real. Like, it's those diamonds in the rough, bro. Like, it's the ones to be creating in the dark, in the shadows, and then the light come over there, and just like, yo, what is that? And I think to get to the point where you're at, you had to have that. Like, sometimes being in it too early, like your talents will take you places your character won't sustain. And a lot of times that happens because people just putting the work out, but it's more important to really know who you are before you know what direction you're going. And you have now stepped into this world with a better understanding of who you are, so you're not going to just do shit to be doing shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what makes this, I think, this art career, this art journey more sustainable. Because a lot of times we get lost in the sauce, bro. Because we get so hyped up on the accolades and we forget about doing the work. Well, you're doing the work, and you're kind of saying, fuck the accolades. They just coming because you're doing the work.
Yeah, because you're in a zone that nobody else can really understand anyways. So once you're like that, things start clicking anyways, and that's not just the piece that you're doing. That's connecting with people. Everything clicks, man. Yeah. Like the people I need to talk to, all of that stuff. Yeah. So
you didn't even have to look for it.
No, I didn't look for it.
It's crazy.
I was just posting because I know I got a couple friends of mine that like to see my art, and that's the best way to do it. And I start posting like that. A lot of my work on Instagram, I started posting when I didn't even think I was ready. Yeah, I just was posting like it's literally. Matter of fact, just the story I just told. You'll see a lot of my sketches just sitting on Instagram for a build up of a great piece that I believe is a great piece.
That's gonna be dope. It's so crazy. I just found out you had an Instagram because I was following, like I said, I went to school with you, so I was following you on Facebook. So I was just seeing the post there. Then I seen you follow me on Instagram. I was like, oh, we got an Instagram. Okay, and getting a chance to go through it, I've seen those. I was like, oh, he's really been active. Yeah. Like it wasn't just like, but you. It wasn't posted in a way to promote it. It was just like, I'm placing it here.
Yeah, I'm just putting it there.
It actually got decent traffic too. So like that's crazy, bro. But like we got Barrel Flow coming. You got a 36 by 48, you know what I'm saying, inch canvas, and you're gonna be live painting. Now I've been asking this to all the artists that been coming in, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I got a feeling your answer is gonna be the same. What are you doing? Exactly the same. It's been the same. It's like, look, bro, I got ideas. Like, this is what they've been telling me. It's like, I got ideas. I kind of have but anything I have in my head is never what actually happens on the canvas. Like, it may be the start of it, but then it just goes. You know what I mean? Is that about right? Is that about right?
My idea is done.
Oh, shit. Oh, you coming in on a different angle then.
Yeah.
Well, fill us in. Well, not everything. Fill us in.
Yeah. But already, I feel like I'm already different than everybody else's here. Not saying we're separate or anything like that, but I got my canvas, and now, and what I'm known for is jackets.
Yo, for sure. Yeah.
So that's what I think I'm gonna bring to the table. My canvas is done.
Crazy.
My canvas is done.
See, this is why
I just finished it.
Yeah, this is why you don't give the artist the canvas too early, guys. You know what I'm saying? They can't help themselves, man. I should not. But the craziest thing is, so that canvas that you got, I had another one for you. That was just for you. Yeah. So I'm just saying, just this is artist to artist because that's what we here for.
If I got another canvas coming, that changes everything.
Oh shit. My fault.
That changes everything. Bruh.
Yeah.
Then look, if that's back to the answer, I have no idea then.
Okay.
I have no idea what I would do.
Yeah. I got another one for you.
Okay.
I got another one for you, bro. It's sitting right in there too. You might leave with it today. You know what I'm saying? So Like, bro, but that's what this is about, though, man. That's what it's about. Like that canvas that I gave you before, like that was because you have never worked on canvas, if I'm not mistaken.
This is my first canvas, and what I did on it.
Yo, your first canvas.
It's dope. It's dope.
Yeah.
To me, it's dope.
What did that feel like? Like, how did you even approach it? Like, were you scared?
So I had, like you said, I never touched canvas before. I don't know about prep work, none of that. Yeah. And immediately, as soon as I got into the crib, took the wrapping off, and I just started sketching on it. Yeah. Not realizing about gesso, prepping, nothing. And I was just ready to go because it's a blank canvas. That's like
the worst.
One of my worst distractions ever. White wall. Oh man, don't tell me I could draw on it or anything like that. Yeah. But yeah. So then I started doing my research. Went on YouTube, TikTok, and everything. Asked a couple of my art friends, the little bit of art friends that I do have, and they were like, "Do this," and I followed the steps. And then another mistake I made. I went to the store to go grab some acrylic paint. Yeah. Bought it. Got home, started painting. I was like, why is it spraying like this? Looked at the paint and it says oil. Note to everybody, read.
Yo,
read.
you was popping oil?
Yeah.
Yo.
So I never did anything with oil paint before. Yeah. And I'm just trying to build my base and I'm painting over it or whatever. Yeah. And I had to start all over. And then I realized oil paint you can't just paint over it. It takes months
for
it
sure
to actually just dry and for you to prep it after or put a coating over that.
Bro, you's a real artist, bro. Like I remember when that happened to me. That's a grand story for those that are watching, man. Because like if the work will take you there, the work will guide you. You got to learn through mistakes. You got to be able to make them. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing. It's great to see someone whose work is so profound like yours. I really mean, I'm saying this, bro. I really mean this shit, man. It's so profound. And seeing that you have never even stepped on a canvas before. So your first experience, right? Like that right there, there's not an artist that's watching that hasn't done that, bro. I remember when I first went to, I was going to Walmart, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go grab some paint. I'm gonna get these little canvases. And I would start painting oil. I was like, why the fuck? Well, like, when I watch everybody else, it dries. Why ain't this drying? Yeah, to the point where my wife was like, you can never paint in the living room again because I'm thinking it's dry, and I dropped that thing. And yeah, that carpet it's still there. Like, you can still see the imprint of it. And this is like 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, bro. That's why I had to get a studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to get this shit out of my house.
Shoot, that's where I'm at. I'm in the living room right now. I don't got no space for anything. But eventually I will.
Oh, absolutely, man. And I think it's going to be undeniable, but your love for the craft will guide you through the whole thing. Your love for the craft guided you through figuring out the paint situation. It also, if you stay true to this, it's like you being in a fishbowl, right? Like a goldfish, bro. A goldfish only grows as big as the bowl is. So the bigger the bowl you get, the more it's gonna grow, but you're gonna start seeking different things. You're gonna try to get a space where you can create the way you want to create. It'll grow you. Like all this stuff that you see here, bro, came from the paint on the brush. I'm talking about my whole life where it's at right now. All came from the art. All I gotta do is just trust the art. Just stay true to that and let it do what it do. Like you didn't have to. We found you, bro. We found you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we found you. And you just got to stay true to your thing, man. So it's a beautiful fucking thing, man. But August 9th, they can come and see you, man. And also they can follow. Where can they follow you at?
All right, so I'm on Facebook. I guess I'm going by a name. Everybody calls me Hell. Well, I call me Hell.
Yeah.
It's a moniker I'm trying to bring out. So, I believe in creating the personality. Yeah, that's something the character I'm trying to come into. Hell, I see them. But most spots I'm Hell, artwork, something like that.
Yeah.
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
You be TikToking?
I'm on TikTok.
Oh, you on that? You out here?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yo, I'm about to go follow that shit right now.
Yeah. I just found your brother on there.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I just see, he's on TikTok too?
Yeah, he's on TikTok.
Oh, bruh. I gotta call him. Oh, I gotta call him.
Hey,
I don't know if he
shit.
knows what he's getting into.
Look.
I don't think
he hit the ground running. Like, he's out here, bro.
yo, about to text him now, fam. But yo, hey, yo, man, appreciate you, fam. And yeah, man, let's do this. Bear on Flow, August 9th. You know, they could put that in their cup and sip it, man. We out here. You gonna see my man's, and also follow all his channels, man.
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
LL.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Find me.
Yes, sir.
Order in the court.